Hello guys, this is my street vlog to Taif. The reason why I'm calling it street vlog is because it's more of the road and how the streets are to Taif. Because in my opinion, that's the more nice part and interesting part for me. You get to see how the weather and climate, everything changes, the landscape. There are two roads that you can use. One of them is the flat one, the safe one. The other one is the faster route, and it's the more prettier route, and it goes all the way around the mountains. It's the ring road. We use the ring road because we went through it many times and we're pro. Around this time of the year, it's really pretty. You'll get to see the fog, which some people say are the clouds. I don't think it's the clouds, but it feels like the clouds, and it's really pretty. And you get to see the greenery on the mountains, which usually you don't see in Saudi Arabia. And you can see cable cars since it's a mountainous area, so you'll have cable cars and stuff. Taif is around 1,879 meters above sea level, and some areas can be higher, of course, because they have mountains, and these baboons are pretty popular over there. Some parts of the street can be more foggy, and it can be pretty difficult to see. This is the flat part, and we basically reached Taif, so there's no fog, and you can see everything very clearly. We first went to the zoo, and I found these more interesting. I'm pretty sure they're wolves, and I don't know why they were jogging like this the whole time. And they were doing this for a much longer time, and since they didn't stop, I decided to record them. But they have a lot of animals, and they had lion cubs because it's winter, I guess. That's why. I'm not sure why. And then we headed to another place which we never went to before. It's somewhere in the Shifa Mountains, but we didn't go to this particular spot before. And I would say this was one of my most favorite part of this journey. Not one of the most, my most favorite part of this journey. It was really stunning over there. You'll see what I'm speaking about. And since we didn't go there before, so I was giving directions to my dad because I'm the GPS person. And as we went on, the streets started becoming more foggy and more foggy, and it was too cold. As you can see, the fog starts really badly over here, which is really nice. And the weather dropped as well, like not the weather, the temperature. And we had to close the AC because everyone was freezing, and this place did not feel like it was in Saudi Arabia. It was really cold, and at one point it was impossible for us to see ahead at this point we had to mainly see the GPS and then go, because you can't see ahead whatsoever. And we had the fog lights on and still it wasn't visible. This place we ended up stopping here because it was impossible to see ahead. And this place was 14 degrees, which was really nice. And as you can see, we tried to explore a bit ahead, but it was very foggy and it felt dangerous, so we had to come back because it might be a dead end. And this is us going back, and you'll see how things starts getting more visible. We then found a place where they had camels and horses, so we went on a camel, and I forced my mom to go on the camel because she's scared of it, and that's why I challenged her to go on it, and she went on it, and it was an interesting experience. I went on it before, but I think the thing wasn't fixed properly, so it was moving too much and it was scary. And then we went on horses. I didn't plan to go on horses, but the guy was really requesting us, so I thought I could get a cool video for my Instagram or something. So I ended up going on it, and I thought he was going to hold the thingy, but he didn't. And he just told us to walk around with it, and surprisingly the horses were really good. They didn't do anything or scare me. And I asked him what were the name of the horses names, since he had two horses. The white one is Rex, and the brown one is Bahad. And then he said that the horse can do a flip, which I didn't know what flip was exactly, and then I was a bit scared when I realized what he meant. But thankfully the horse probably wasn't in the mood for doing a flip, and then it ended up doing a light one, and then it did a higher one, but thank God I didn't fall. And then we went to the bird park. Usually I have better luck with birds, but I didn't have good luck that day with birds. They come and they put the birds on you, and you can take pictures with them. And usually the birds are friendlier, but in my case, on this day, the birds ended up biting me, so I chose not to take any pictures with the birds. I tried to, but the birds ended up biting me. They will literally come and put them on your head and everything. And the birds are usually nice. They usually like to take pictures with you, and they have a lot of different kinds of birds, which I don't know what their names are, but they have a lot of birds. And I didn't see this part before, even though I came here before. They had 3 swans, and they had giant rabbits, they were huge, to the extent that I was doubting whether they were rabbits. And they had small rabbits, they had guinea pigs, they had other things which I don't know what they were. And they had this really interesting looking bird. I saw the tail first, so I thought it was probably a lizard or something, but they have these birds with really long tails. They have peacocks. These aren't peacocks, these look like chickens, but they have long tails. I don't know what their names are. They had 2 goats. The goats were really sweet and cute. And this is us returning. Thankfully it wasn't foggy, but it was really nice, and it's really nice to see the lights when you are a bit lower. You can see from where you came down. It's a nice journey, but it's nicer when you are going up and down in daylight because you can see everything better. This is what I was speaking about, but the visibility situation wasn't that good because of the fog, and it was, I don't know what this thing is called, like the glass was getting fogged up.